Hello again and welcome to another video. It's been a while since the last one and now there's a few more things, and for example now this has main menu, an actual main menu, and just to give a quick explanation of this menu, the idea is that these women use magical weapons made of obsidian. I think I mentioned that in a previous video, or the previous video, the one with the changes. Don't remember the changes in the character designs. So let me just see if this thing is, yes, it's recording the audio. Okay, so the idea is that big stone obsidian is kind of between black and green, but I am exaggerating the colors a little bit here. But yeah, that's the idea, that stone there represents the source, like, or the stone that is used to make the weapons, right? And now, if you see, there's a new logo as well. And now, like, there's this character selection screen. Right now, still just two. I'll work on another one in some short time, don't exactly know when. And you see that she pretty much glows, because since she is albino, her skin is so pale that, and maybe you can see it, the eyes are also like a very clear. So there's an explanation for that as well, but I will not get into that. Now there's this, that we need an actual name for this place, but this map is still just like a temporary map. As you may imagine, if you are familiar with TVs and stuff, this map is not even respecting the save zones on the screen. So yeah, this map needs to be remade. So the idea is that you are going to go through all this. This is where they live, where the women live, and you have to go through all this to complete your missions and do the stuff. And this is the final destination, the one on the right, that big pyramid thing on the right. So yeah, and now this has changed since the previous version, because let's see. Well, still there are some issues with the AI. Those enemies aren't really moving, as you can see. I thought I have fixed that, but I think I haven't. So, but yeah, if you remember the if you remember the design of the level, or the visuals of the level since the previous version, you notice that this looks different. So yeah, and the levels are pretty much the same. There's this one that I think that you may have seen in the previous. So, well, you know, made a small mistake here, that I needed to change something, but that's not an issue. So now there's this one. So this one again is also different from the previous one. See, this looks like a different dungeon. The previous one had this kind of medieval kind of look, and that was not good. But now this one looks way better. And see, there's this exterior as well. So this one changes from one to the other, and yeah. And they also jump from one side to the other now. And now there's also these things that cannot be destroyed. All you can do is avoid the bullets. Ah, so these levels are more difficult than before, thanks to these small changes. So yeah, and there's also the boss. Like, I also have a boss here. This big boss. Oops. It's a little bit difficult. Uh, and none of them hit. Ah. So yeah, you see, this one is a little bit difficult. It's depending on who you're using, it can be more difficult or less difficult. And another thing this boss has is that uh, as you deplete the boss's health, you he begins to use other attacks. So that makes this boss very interesting. And the idea is that all the bosses are going to be like that. They are going to have different stages, and they are going to use different attacks as you are depleting their health. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this progresses. Another thing that I was thinking, and I don't know, it's like since depending on how you play, like using ranged dolls can be easier than using melee dolls. So I was thinking that maybe the boss could adjust the the strategy depending on who you are playing with. So because like you see, he does a lot of stomp attacks, or maybe yeah, like I don't know. I still need to look I roll this a little bit more, but yeah, that's what I have so far. So if you like what you saw, please click the like and share it with your friends, subscribe, and all that stuff. And thanks for your time. See you next time.